Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.
The Powa Hour.
Hello, friends. Welcome to the February 19th edition of the Powa Hour. Julie Yates in the house, M.N. Thompson in the house, PJ's here, Greg White's here, Andrew Calvin Jr. is here, Pat Rose is here, and we're ready to get it going. We want to start by telling you today, hello, Greg Wayne, today is President's Day. Whether it's our first George Washington or our current president, Joe Biden, happy President's Day to everybody. Guys, you were off school today. A lot of people, if you work in banks, weren't working today. Government offices not working today. But I can assure you, we are working here on the Power Hour. Hey, I got to thinking. It is President's Day. Well, you all know it. You absolutely know it, that I am a president. So it's my day because I am the owner, the founder, the president of Power Pro Wrestling. Happy President's Day to me, ORH. The owner, founder, and president of Power Pro Wrestling. We're having a little fun starting this program off today, but we are going to get a little serious right now before we bring Adam in a minute to tell you what you're going to see today, and it is great, absolutely great today, but I have to make mention, and Pat Rose, you will be interested in this if you hadn't realized what day this is. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the legends of Memphis wrestling, one of the most recognizable, one of the most fierce, something else. The Honorable and Imperial Tojo Yamamoto, born on January the 6th, 1927. He died on this day on February the 19th, 1992, 65 years old, man. Let's absolutely all remember Tojo Yamamoto. Julie Yates in the house saying rest in peace. Tojo Yamamoto. Gary says should be USWA Wrestling Day. Michael Butler from Humboldt's in the house. Laza in Australia in the house. Again, we welcome you to the Power Hour, and still with no camera, but he has a microphone and a profile picture to tell you what we'll see today on edition 103 of the Power Hour. Is the producer of this show, Adam Dunn. Hey, Adam, what's going on? What are we watching today?
Hey, good evening, Randy. Yeah, it's going to be episode 103 from April 1st, 2000. We're going to start things off with Ali in the back and a segment from Blade as well before the open rolls. Then we'll see CB Wyatt, Scott Reigns, Randy Hales, and Easy Money all out. And then today we'll have several advantage matches. You'll see 7 against Alan Steele. Ali will be going against Lance Jade. Derek King against Rob Harlem. And a family feud match, Randy Hales against CB Hales. And then one of our first evening the odds matches, Ali, Alan Steele, Derek King, Moondog, and Blade Boudreaux will be in action against 7, Havoc, Lance Jade, and the Regulators. And I also want to point out today that during a couple of the commercial breaks, Randy, we'll be going out to the newly built, at this time, AutoZone Park, a 15,000-seat arena that was newly constructed, had more lights than Busch Stadium when it was built, and we'll be doing some cut-ins with TV5 today during the commercials about the brand new opening of AutoZone Park. So it should be a good show today.
So basically, what Adam just said to you was basically a message to me to shut the hell up. and know my role because he don't want me talking in commercial breaks at all. So that's what we're going to do. As Greg says, Adam is the producer, not Greg's producer. He doesn't need a producer. He's my producer, so I have to listen to what my producer has to say. And we're going to watch show number 103 right now, and let's roll them, Adam.
Hey, man, where's Hales at?
Well, CB's
No, I ain't talking about that punk CB. I'm talking about Randy, man. I ain't talking about that CB a punk, man. This fool got me set up in some 5-against-1 match. It's bad enough I put up with it as it is. We gonna do it in a match, man. I need to find Randy. Where's he at?
I ain't seen him,
Man, y'all ain't never seen nobody. Somebody find Hales for me, man. Randy Hales, not that punk CB.
Let me tell you, last week was supposed to be the greatest day and the worst day of Blade Boudreaux's career because not only I tried to come to prove myself in Power Pro Wrestling by beating 9 guys and becoming the first TV champion, but also Brandon Baxter in 7 of all people made it the miserable day of my life. Well, I got something to say to them. I will ruin their careers because there's one thing you don't do is send a Cajun home mad. And that's one thing. And by the way, 7, you did one mistake that you shouldn't have done. See, a smart criminal don't never leave evidence at the scene of the crime. And that's what you did. So you see this stick right here? I'm going to stick it where the sun don't shine today because, 7, let me tell you this. If you ever feel froggish and you want to jump the Cajun sensation way, you can jump because I can't stop you from jumping, but I can sure mess up your landing.
Auburn of the Power Hour, ready to rock and roll. Al Tuttle is in the house. Saying hello to the crew and Team Hills. Al has suggested a video for me to show tomorrow night on Talking Memphis Wrestling. We have requests from others. SK Lee has requested we talk about local fans. We'll show part 1 of the Primetime Sunday, and also we will show an interview from the Joe Orr Show with great Miss Lily Butler.
And we are underway on the Power Hour live from TV5. Big day here at TV5. We got the
One of the
Cardinals
notable
game this afternoon.
fans at that time in the studio, very young Adam Dunn was in the house.
CB Wyatt Hales, he claims
Adam
to be
out.
right here. And Ali, is this what are you trying to do with this Ali thing? That's the goofiest thing I ever heard of. 5 against 1.
Well, you know,
Back
Ali,
house
you don't need to
again.
talk to my dad, Randy Hales. You know why? Randy Hales in the TV today. That's right. He is not here at all. Shut up! Okay. Pay attention to me. Okay, you know why Randy Hales in here? Because after 20 years of being left from my mom, he has suddenly become head over heels, fallen in love, back in love with my mom. Can you believe that? After
No, I
one night?
cannot
One
believe
night.
that.
But you know what I mean for Power Pro Wrestling? He's turned his back on the company.
Oh.
But you know what? Have no fear. There's still a Hales in charge around here. Yeah. You know, my dad has named me president of Power Pro Wrestling. And there's going to be a few changes around here.
Well, booking 5 against 1 against Ali, you're not going to last as president very long, I don't think.
First of all, Ali, you will defend that Power Pro Championship you love so much against a 5-on-1 match against 5 members of Brandon Baxter's cartel. Oh, yeah. And I think you're thinking, that's not fair.
Here's Dad. Yep. I knew you were in the back there. I just let him play his little game here, but you've heard what he said, what he tried to book.
This is great. Oh, this is great. All week long, CB has been telling people my son, you know, am I stuck with that? They tell me, you tell me DNA doesn't lie, but I can't believe this. Listen, you've called every wrestler here. You've made matches. You've made promises. Well, I've torn them up. Because I'm rewriting this TV show. I'm in charge. You will never, ever, ever, ever be in charge of my television show. My television show.
That's former President C.B. Hales right there. Shortest
Hey,
running
Crazy
president
Gal.
of anybody.
Your history. You haven't proved yourself. I don't don't care anything about you, and I want to say this. There's a lot of things going on that I don't like around here. All this cartel, this Brandon Baxter, there's a lot of people. There's very few people. I like you. I like you and Corey and Ollie, and that's about it. And the fans.
Well, you're right. The cartel keeps ganging up on everybody.
Ganging up, it's a mess, right? It's an absolute mess.
This show
I
wasn't
have a
you,
brilliant
Gail.
idea. How about this for great booking? Great television writing. How about this? If we have some graphic here, evening the odds match today here on television, because I'm sick and tired of 10-on-1 and 5-on-1. We're going to have a heck of a thing today. Our final match will be a 10-man brawl, but there's stipulations involved, and if we have some graphics, this will be Team Power Pro Wrestling versus the Cartel.
All right.
It's the even odds showdown. There will be 3 advantage matches. The team that wins 2 of 3 advantage matches get the advantage position in the main event. And this will be great action, great advantage matches. And the match that is being canceled here today, Ali C.B. Wyatt will not have to wrestle 5 people. He'll be in the advantage match. He'll be in the 10-man tag. You're not going to load the deck against him. You're not going to load the deck. That is final. That's the way it'll be. Let's take a break and get out.
All right, very good. Dad has spoken. That's it. We'll take a break. We'll be back. First advantage match is coming up here in just a few.
Who do you think you are coming out here embarrassing me live on TV chasing what I've already done? Who do you think you are?
Dad.
No. What do I do? What am I going to do? Hold on. What about this? I didn't want to do this. What about a match? Would it take a match, Randy Hales? Is it going to take a match?
Hold on just a second.
A match with who? You against him?
That's right. A family feud match. Me and you. What about it?
What have you done? Going to the Brandon Bull back to school of booking, huh?
You're chicken, aren't you?
We're running late on time here. Hell yeah! I'm not supposed to say that.
You know what?
Can I say it today?
No, you can don't say it again.
Anyway.
You know what, Randy? You know what, Dad? A little boy becomes a big man when he can whip his father. You know that?
The problem with you is oh easy money, your mother, who, by the way, I got out of that car quick last week. I was young and dumb.
That's right, you're still young.
Well,
you're just a little older and still a little dumber,
Let
aren't
me
you?
tell you something. She failed to discipline you, and I will whoop you like your mama that easy money should have done a long time ago.
Can you wish that?
Oh, wait a minute. Here she comes now. Here she comes.
No, Papa. Days of my life. General Hospital. That's an old term.
I don't want you
Dad
fighting
and
my
wife.
son. I don't want you fighting him, man. You turned this into a family feud. Y'all resorted to violence now. So I tell you what, I'm going to be the referee. If y'all want to do this, I'm going to be the referee.
You ain't gonna referee the match.
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, either I'm the referee, he's not getting near the ring at all.
You don't tell me what to do. Do you tell him what to do?
Yes, I do tell him what to do.
Well, okay, you just do that night. You got it. I'll beat your brains out. You're going to watch this idiot.
Okay, well, the match is made. Look, we're taking a break right now. Don't say another word. We'll be back. That family feud match is coming up in a few minutes.
All right. I thought we were going to get some commercials right there, but I guess we're not going to get commercials right there. But when we have them, he'll take the feed and go right into it. I'm glad we're back because I have something I want to say. Man, the wrestling business has changed so much because I said something on that interview that would have got me fired 5 years before, would have probably got my legs broke because I said 2 words in that interview. Can anybody guess the 2 words that I said on that interview that would have gotten me fired? Or if somebody else would have done it on a Randy Hales television show in the USWA Smoky Mountain feud in 95, 96, that sort of thing, I would have fired somebody. It shows how the wrestling audience has changed because the people that's the old times wrestling fans that still believed we were giving them stuff to believe.
The Power Hour with
Yes,
Brown,
rewriting the show is exactly right. And I also said, book, here's this commercial.
I'm Julie Ryan, live at AutoZone Park, and there are some of the players there on the field. That fellow you see in the dark suit is the Redbirds general manager, Ali Prescott. I'm pretty sure he didn't get any sleep last night. And we've got Chopper 5 high above AutoZone Park this morning. They can give us a great view of this great-looking stadium. If you folks are heading down here today, you want to keep in mind you want to stay off Union Avenue. Avoid it like the plague. It's going to be closed from 2nd to 4th Street. You just don't want to get anywhere near it because it'll probably be very crowded even where it is open. So you want to try another route down here, Poplar, North Parkway, Madison, some other route to Riverside, and then look for your parking along any east-west street. The parking garages are charging between $2 and $5 or $6. And keep in mind also the trolley is running. So if you park far out, you can, for 50 cents, jump on that trolley and get down here to this gorgeous park for opening day. There are also 3 shuttle buses coming from Germantown area, Germantown Village Square, and also the Cecils on 64. They leave at 1:30 this afternoon. There's also another one at the Hales Stadium that's on Mount Moriah and Mendenhall. So keep it here on TV5. If you're not heading down, we'll have the whole game at 3.
Blade Boudreaux, at one time, I thought you were a very smart man, but I must have been mistaken. You see, last week, we made you pay for your sins. We left you beaten, bruised, and bloody. We left you for dead. A smart man would have packed up his bags and walked away and handed us that television title. But you come back for more.
Blade Boudreaux, a normal man, fears pain. Blade, I live for it. It sends chills down my back to see a man, eyes grovel in pain as he's looking up at me, wondering if that next breath he takes could be his last. Blade, keep coming after me, and that next breath you think you can take may be your last.
That 7 still scares me. I tell you,
weird,
he's kind of strange, and yeah, watch out.
For those of you doing double
Hey, we got a
duty,
match coming up
Monday
right
Night
here.
Raw
This is the first of the advantage
is live
matches.
right now on
Now,
the
what
USA
happens? There are gonna
Network.
be 3 at,
Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, the opening match of this program. I will do a spoiler alert, and if I catch the video, I don't have audio. If I catch the video on the finish of the match, I'll let you know. And here's Brandon back.
What you are, Alan Steele, right here today. These people at TV5 like to say you're a rising star. Well, that star will crash and burn in the first advantage match because it's all up to the redemption.
we will see Alan Steele. All that will be coming in here. Young man who was under the wing of Lance Jade for a long, long time. And finally,
Stay tuned, folks.
we can all see what was
You
going
won't
on,
want
and he
to miss
did too.
the Family Feud match with RH and CD. You will not want to miss these advantage matches. And this, even the odds 10-man tag match, you will love this. It's one of the best matches in the history of Power Pro Wrestling. Wait to the end of the match for this. This sets up the people that win 2 out of the 3. They get the advantage in the evening, the odds match. This is Alan Steele and Snap.
15-foot ladder. He sacrificed his body after those injuries that he had his ribs all bandaged up, and man, he landed right on the table and on top of Lance Jade, right smack down.
Hey, Kevin, buddy, what's going on? You're getting some good Power Pro Wrestling. We've already given you about 20 minutes of real good stuff.
Brandon Baxter running around ringside. Again, it's the Cartel against Team PPW, Power Pro Wrestling.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, 7 missed with a clothesline. Look at Alan Steele trying to climb the rope. Brandon Baxter had him off balance for a second.
Hell of a
He
match.
recovers.
7.
He's got it counted 2. He's down, and he kicks out at 2.
Alan, all that
Whoever
Steele.
wins this match, that's a big, big win because of the first 3 matches, whichever team has won 2 of them gets an advantage in the big advantage main event, the 10-man brawl coming up later on.
Big power bomb from 7.
Stay tuned for that, even in the odds match and the Family Feud match on Episode 103 of Power Pro Wrestling from April the 1st, 2000 on the February 19th. Howa.
Yeah, Randy
Howa.
against CB and with easy money as a referee.
There's a 2 count.
Yeah, I'm not too sure I'm wild about that idea, but anyway.
Big 10-man tag team action coming up today. Don't you go anywhere. This is the place to be. The Power Hour from TV5 Studios right here in Union Avenue. Look out. Coming runs in. Alan Steele gets out of there. He comes back with a big forearm. Comes off the ropes with a little leverage. Still can't get the big guy down, Dave.
Ooh, great move by Steele. Listen to this crowd. You can be part of it. We'll have the address later on how you can get your free tickets and join us, kids and all, for the Power Hour. 7 whipped into the rope. Alan Steele, great drop kick, puts him down to the mat. 7 trying to get to his feet. Steele beats him to his feet. Back into the rope.
He backs him up. They reverse the line. There goes Alan Steele now to the ropes. He comes up.
Hell of a match.
With that DDT and 7 steps. Get this to it for Alan. That's a 2 count. That's all he gets.
His eyes were glazed. I thought Steele might be able to get the 3 count on 7 right there, but he couldn't do it. The match continues.
Alan Steele.
You got to give him a lot of credit. The way he's going against this monster 7 here.
Oh, yeah. Got 7 down now, and 7, he drags him over to the middle of the ring. All that Alan Steele saying this is going to do it.
He points to the top rope.
Climbing the ropes. There he is. He's up on the top rope now. 7 down. He comes down.
He got it. Might be it. No, Brandon Baxter.
Oh, yeah.
Baxter distracted the referee. Over the top rope. 7 has just flipped it. And here's Lance Jade running in here. What's he doing in here?
Oh, no. DDT's him.
And then rolls him back in and goes running out. The referee, Joey, hasn't seen any of this. But Alan Steele's in serious trouble thanks to that goofy Lance Jade.
Yeah, this is that redemption. Slams him down into the ring gathers. That's exactly what we've been talking about. That's a 3 count. Lance Jade coming out and interfering.
There you go again. It was 3 against 1. Lance Jade, Brandon Baxter at 7 against Alan Steele. Steele was looking good. Looked like he might have a victory, but Baxter interrupted. And Jade finished him off, leaving him for 7. Look at Blade Boudreaux.
He's got that kendo stick. Boy, look at Blade. He's going after this big guy, Dave. He wants to look at this. That's what he wants, and I don't blame him.
Hey, let's get him out of here. Blade standing tall. Let's go to break. We'll be back with more of the Power Hour.
Not now. Not now. Not now. Get out.
Great match. You're absolutely right. Easy money. Great match on the Power Hour from April of 2000. Right now, if you're watching Monday Night Raw, I can tell hell of a match between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. If you're watching that as well, Al, if you're watching, let me know the finish of the match if I happen to miss it. Adam, take the commercial anytime you need to. If you have another outtake from the Red Bird Stadium. Man, what a show. And we have a show coming up. More advantage matches, much more to come. The Family Feud match, Randy Hales, CB Hales. That makes me about want to throw up. Absolutely, except it was good wrestling television. Tomorrow night, Chris Ellis and Michael St. John at 7 o'clock. Then hopefully Pat will be around at 8 o'clock. He'll be in at 8 o'clock and a loaded show that I'll tell you about a little later on in this program. But we're going to do something new. Have you guess? We have about 15 pictures to show, and we will have you guess and the panel to guess who the picture is. Now, Al says another good match later was Jay Uso against Gunther, and that will be a very good Monday Night Raw. Where is Raw this week? Last week, I believe it was from Rupp Arena, our old stomping grounds in Lexington, KY. Hello, everybody. It's Randy Hales at the set, ready to go with this edition of the Power Hour. We'll be right back at you tomorrow night for Talking Memphis Wrestling. Be sure to call a friend, call a neighbor. Say you are missing a great Power Hour this week. And Al says they're in Anaheim,
When I leave in
California.
town, there's only one place I fill up to get my gas, get my groove on, and that's right here at Griffin. It's the only place to go. Good gas prices, great food, good snack, and you know what? For a limited time, you come down, you kick it with me, because I'm gonna be at the tonight. I'm gonna be at Mount Moriah from 1 to 3, having a good time, having a party, and you can come out, get your gas, get your fill up on, get your groove on, and try to win the ride of rides right here. This 2000 Mustang. Check it out. But you know what? I'm gonna gas it up. I'm gonna take off. Catch me if you can, baby.
All right, that's where Ali will be today.
Yeah, Griffin and Mount Moriah. Gas prices are down now, too. I see them falling a little, but...
Yeah, just filled up this morning and down just a little bit. That's great. Let's take a look at where Power Pro Wrestling is going to be around the area. Ali's already told you where he's going to be this afternoon. And also, let's...
Tonight, Power Pro Wrestling in conjunction with Moondog Championship Wrestling tonight. Dyess, Arkansas, tonight. We'll get more information for you.
Yeah, it'll be at 8 o'clock at Dyess Elementary
School. Time, they're coming up in Dyess.
Well, he looks like a man, is what he looks like. No doubt about it.
Union Avenue. Absolutely free. Do we have the address, Mark? We can show it to him to the right.
We'll just tell them where it is. Power Pro Wrestling tickets. They're free. 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104. Put a self-addressed stamped envelope in there. We'll send the tickets back to you. We got a great crowd here today.
Big crowd
again. Come down and be a part of it. We'll try to give you that address a little bit later on if we can.
Love to have you down there.
All right.
Yeah.
Right now, we got more
Spoiler alert coming up
Pro
in
Wrestling in the Power
seconds.
Hour coming up on this very big
advantage match going up, right?
If you don't want to hear
the cartel
winner of the Cody Drew McIntyre match, mute the audio. Solo and Jimmy Uso tossed Cody the match, and Drew McIntyre the winner of the match.
Shut up, I'm talking. Randy Hales, you think you're putting one over on me? You're mad at me? You're mad at me because I jumped you last week?
Yeah, you
so
attacked
you put me in the ring with Ollie Stevens?
You attacked
him. April Fools, Randy. I'm taking the title today.
Yeah, well, let's see. Let's see right there in the ring, Lance Jade. Ali will be coming in. And, you know, Lance Jade writes his own press releases and believes them, I'm afraid. But I think
he apparently writes his own songs, too. That singing he's doing. I don't know what key that's in he's singing. Probably a B flat or something.
Yeah, very flat.
Oh, there he is, the big guy. The Power Raw Heavyweight Champion, Ali hits the ring, babe. Here we go. Referee William Gibson sets the title on Lance Jade. Ali blocks him.
Well, Jade tried to attack Ali before he could even get in the ring good, but even that didn't work for Lance Jade. He just found himself slammed from high in the air. Back in the corner, Ali works on him.
Yeah, right now the cartel's up 1-0 in the advantage matches. So Ali needs to get a win here for the Team PPW. Lance Jade ducks the clothesline, backs him up. A reversal, Ali whips him in. The champion whips him up while scaring. Drops him down. Oh, he goes for a pin there, Dave. 1 count and the 2.
Yeah, hell of a match right here with Lance Jade and Ali. Ali got over. Everybody's over. Not to the extent Ali is, but listen to the crowd from the get-go.
They have 10 guys in it, 5 on each side, but they're all not going to start at the same time. Oh, big elbow, got 1, 2. No, Jade is able again to get the shoulder up at the 2 count. I thought that was it. I thought Ali had a victory right there.
I didn't. He may have it here, though, Dave. He's got him by the throat. We saw Lance today. Goes down Pay for that, too. There's a 2 count. All he gets is 2.
Yeah, Jade kicked him in the very low part of the midsection there.
Oh, looks like he was going for the chain and edge, and Ali slingshots him right on that top turnbuckle. Big forearm as he catches him from behind. Ali's undefeated as the Power
forearm
Pro Wrestling
clothesline from behind. That's a great move.
Over the past few weeks with all this stuff that the regulators and Whoopie Knee and all of these guys have been pulling on him.
Man, look at Jade go bouncing around that corner over there. He's out of the ring. He says he's out of here. He's at it. Alan Steele throws him back in the ring. Turnabout fair play, I guess, huh?
Look at Ali going for that Ali driver. Get this to it. That's a 1, 2, 3. Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3.
Count of 3. Count of 3. Holy cow. Count of 3.
Rewrite the headline, Lance. Jade loses. Hey, something going on up. Seven is looking for something in the back. What is this? Let's go see what's happening out there. There's Ali.
Hey, man, where's Brandon Baxter at? Where's Brandon? Where's Brandon at? Where's Brandon at? Where? Where?
I think that's Chris Pierce, isn't it? Ron Bass's nephew. All right, the Power Hour. What did we see? We saw an advantage match between Seven and Alan Steele. That Seven very much involved in that thing. Then it was Ali and Lance Jade, a great match. We saw the challenge that CB Hales had to me. It's been an action-packed, and I think it's so important to point out something that is obvious if you're watching this show. Go back and look at Classic CWA and Classic USWA and how much great wrestling talent that made it all over the world, They were not getting the reaction and given the type of matches on television that we're seeing here today. No doubt about it, for sure. No doubt about it. This is a good Power Hour, a great Power Hour, having fun. Remember, as Alan just points out, no Jerry Lawler on this show, no Bill Dundee on this show, no Jeff Jarrett on this show, no WWE guys on this show. This is local talent. This is local talent. And this is a hell of a wrestling show. And I think you guys will agree with me. I think, even though the style is so much different now, I think today's wrestling fans that loves the product today would love this show. It has elements of great matches, power moves after power moves, and it has storytelling, as Julie Yates, reading my mind, that scares me, but she says great storylines. Wow, the Power Hour is cooking it. This is edition number 103. What's that? 51
Hey, back on the Power Hour. We've got action coming up in the ring. We're in
series, maybe I don't know the math,
so
but
now it's
still,
1 and 1.
this
One
is
for the
a
cartel,
great
one for
show.
Team
BJ says local
PPW.
talent
We've
can be
got
great
the
if they have a good
10-man
booker
tag team match
and
coming up later today on the
promoter.
Power Hour.
We say I was a better booker than I was a promoter.
Wrestling action for you.
As we see the regular ladies make their appearance. Kermo, formerly of men, on the Mix Channel.
I should be the Power Pro champion right now. I beat Ali last week, White. Why am I asking you? You're an Ali mark anyway. If it wasn't for that goof, Derek King, I would be the Power Pro champion right now. I am not.
A travesty of justice is what it is. Ali, this undefeated streak that you own, came to a
Liza says he feels wrestling fans who watch Power Pro will like it better than wrestling of today. Power Pro is timeless. I appreciate that very much.
Hey, forget the courts, Derek King. Look into my eyes, boy. I want you to see the eyes of a real-life thug. And today, boy, light it up, because you're about to get smoked.
Well, that may be the only thing I what these guys said.
Right before we go off the air today, Adam will tell you who we'll see next week on April the 8th of 2000, show number 104, as we come at you next week. Another advantage match. This is the last advantage match on the show, all tied up. And we have Derek King against Rob Harlan in this advantage match.
Blah, 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 all of this legal paraphernalia, I guess you can say. It may hold up maybe in, I don't know where he's thinking. Maybe he's thinking Judge Greg Mathis or Judge Judy or something.
I think Judge Greg Mathis would throw him right out.
Yeah, I think he would. Oh, look at this, Derek King. This is a big
Derek King on the phone the other night.
Having a good time, as we always do every week, sitting here laughing and talking. But let me tell you, this is big for Team PPW. That's a 2 count because it's 1 against 1. This is advantage match number 3 to see who gets the advantage.
This is the one that'll determine.
Yeah.
That's right. Whoever wins this match, their team has the advantage. And the advantage match coming up is our main event today.
Hey, we're going to let you talk to Judge Greg Mathis before you can talk to us.
Like this. Put the titles up, those tag team titles. Power Pro Wrestling signed the contract. We will be the champions. I guarantee it. Sign the dotted line.
Adam, I'll have a question for you later on in the show after the odds match. And after watching every match on the show today, certainly you can't count my match as a classic match of the year, but it would get a in storytelling. But the 3 advantage matches in the main event, even in the odds match, I want you to compare that with any television show that Memphis Wrestling ever did as far as match quality.
Nearly 400 pounds, and I'm going to tell you, you think he's big. You remember his partner that was in here, Big Mabel?
Oh, yeah.
Men on a mission, they were called at one time, and you were talking nearly 1,000 pounds. I remember, Dave, the very first week we saw those two right here one Saturday morning, right here in this studio on TV5.
Oh, yeah. And the ring hasn't been the same since.
Never been the same. Look at this, he rolls him up. There's a 2 count.
You know,
referee counts to 2.
Rob's partner Dion is no small man either when they come in. That is a big team. That would be a good match. Maybe we'll see it in weeks ahead. Meanwhile, Derek King in some trouble right here.
Look at this. Oh, Derek slipped out of it. Face buster.
Uses weight against him. That's what Derek did, and now Rob is on the mat. 1, 2,
That's all he gets.
As Lonzo had said, you just saw the comment on the screen. Great wrestling. Lonzo from Australia.
Big family feud match still to come. Randy Hales against CB Wyatt Hales with easy money.
Family feud match, me and CB. Next on the Power Hour.
That's going to happen right here today on the Power Hour.
Easy money, Julie Yates. Watch the show tonight. She is a special referee.
That's exactly right.
All right, got Derek King. He's got him set up. He thinks for the count. He's climbing the rope. Fans are telling Derek, get out of there. Move.
Adam, that last comment, I won't bet that. With a 10-foot pole, as Julie says, the crowd is high.
Coming out on him. Look at Derek King fight back. What a big right hand.
Man, I've been impressed with this kid ever since he started in Power Pro Wrestling. He is really looking good. He really has.
Man, that's a young Derek
The
King.
regulators here today.
Boy, howdy. He really came along. He's one of the top wrestlers in this company. There's no doubt. Super kick from DK.
And the crowd loves it.
I do too.
I love it, yeah.
Oh, here comes Dion.
He's sneaking around the ring. That could be trouble. The
Jerry
referee is
King
out.
took that hell of a
And Dion with a, what's that? What is stop sign of some kind. He's just nailed Derek King. He leaves him laying there. Now he grabs the referee and rolls him back.
Oh, no.
Count of 2.
That's a 3
Well, there again. The cartel cannot do it. They can't get
The
the job done. One against
cartel
one.
will have the advantage in the evening, the odds match, a little later on, the main event of this edition of the Power Hour. Alistair, Derek had exciting matches. He sure did. Let's watch that.
Get me out of here! Get me out of here!
I love that as a show. Gives Brandon Baxter credit because he did a great job getting the younger talent over and giving them story, giving them something to sink their heart into. And each and every one of them, each and every one of them.
Mike Riccinelli out at AutoZone Park. We're showing you a bird's eye view of the stadium right now from Chopper 5. Of course, this the newest stadium in America. I'm joined now by one of the men who's been working diligently here for the past 3 months to get this place put together in time. This is Dwayne Williams. He's with a California-based company called Ainsley, and they've been putting in the seats. And believe it or not, they're actually still working on that right now. Do you think you're going to be able to get this done in time?
Yes, we should be able to get it done by about 12 o'clock today. We're working on 22 straight hours, and we'll get it done.
You look pretty good for someone who's been working that hard, I tell you. Now, are you tired?
Absolutely. I'm dying here, but it's got to be done, and, you know, we just got to get it done.
Inspirational work to make 15,000 people out there happy and delirious when they get to sit in this state-of-the-art stadium. If we can pan over now, I want to show you that some of the people over here are actually still working on the seats right now. Pretty unbelievable. 3 months worth of work, but it's all worth it when you see a stadium like this in its final form, right?
Absolutely. You bet it is.
Well, thanks so much to you. I think the entire area
AutoZone
South
Park,
OU and
as
all the other
Greg
workers
says,
put
a
this
big
magnificent
step up
stadium
from
together. A
Tim
debt
McCarver
of gratitude.
Stadium.
Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the parking situation that you're going to have to
The
deal with when you
old
come here.
place they
You
played
definitely,
baseball
if you're one of the 15,000
besides
people
the
coming to the
Mid-South
stadium, you
Coliseum
definitely
and
want
besides
to
the
avoid
Liberty
using
Bowl
Union
football
Avenue
stadium.
because that will be closed between 2nd and 4th Street. Now, if you do have to park down here and want to try parking
I
on the
like
street, you
this. I
definitely hit one
really
of the
do.
east-west streets.
In the middle of the
Those streets are
television
basically the
show,
ones
it
where you'll
just
be able to find
again shows
a lot of
people it's
parking
live.
spaces. If you want to hit one of the
TV
garages, it'll cost you
station,
anywhere from $2 to $5.
instead of going to the
And there
regular
are
break,
3
we
shuttle
go
services.
live
The first one is at Germantown
remotely
Village
to
Square,
down
and the
Union
second one is
Avenue
at
to
the Cecils on Highway
AutoZone Park.
64
This is great.
near Germantown Parkway, and the third and final shuttle stop
As
is
Adam
at
says,
Cali
it also
Stadium
shows
in East Memphis.
that
And all of these
TV5
will leave at
WMC TV
1:30 p.m., so
valued
definitely
the
get there a
Power
little
Pro
earlier
Wrestling
so you can
audience.
get a nice seat. Of course, there are
This is
trolleys
just
that are
so
also
impressive.
available to you here, 50 cents, so if you want to park in a remote location, you can make your way to the stadium. Now, the batting practice,
Now, I couldn't swear to it, but
at 1:20.
I would
We
imagine
also
he
have
did.
a ribbon cutting. That'll be right before the gates open at 12:30, and there is some big news. I want to tell you that Mark McGuire, it is official now, will not be playing today. Apparently, that strained back has just proved too much. Those problems that have plagued him throughout much of his
Great
career.
stuff.
But, you know, that is kind of a bummer, but bottom line is it's a beautiful stadium. A lot of people out here to enjoy it.
Taped on
Tune into the game
April
at 3 o'clock
1st,
live.
2000. This is live from Tim McCarver's.
We're going to be out there. Yeah, we are. Even though Mark can't play, I think most Cardinal fans rather have him healthy for the opener on Monday.
You got that right.
Great
We need him there, buddy.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's. Here comes
The wrestling
Here comes the
schedule
special referee in this match. Here is
against
Julie.
at Tim McCarver's
Easy
Stadium,
money.
She's going to referee.
Hatfield Fairgrounds area, and also later on at AutoZone Park.
Well, this is going to be a first. Father against son with
Father against son and mom the referee. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Never say never on the Power Hour. You talk about expecting the unexpected. And CB's got his suit and tie on. He's going to walk in.
They're not taking this very seriously, are they?
And the aristocrat comes walking out with his cane and all. The aristocrat Scott Reigns and his CB Wyatt Hales.
We'll lay out on this audio and just listen to the inventory and watch the match.
I'm really starting not to like the way this is stacking up here. You got the aristocrat over here in the corner. You got mom refereeing and CB, and it's all against Randy. And here he comes right here. This match just booked minutes ago.
Family Feud matches. Oh, and CB throws powder right in the Hales, in the eyes of Randy Hales. Julie didn't see it.
Now she was talking to Scott Reigns, the aristocrat. Meanwhile, CB is beating up Randy, taking off his tie. I guess we should ring the bell. Yeah, but Julie doesn't appear to be doing much refereeing. She's talking to Scott Reigns and looks kind of lost in the whole thing. And Randy now being choked. I mean, come on.
There's Shannon Randy. Not doing any good, though, boy. CB's all over Randy.
ORH was over at him.
After chunking that powder in his eye.
If you've ever seen a wrestling match, you know some of this stuff that CB's doing is not legal. Come on, Julie. It's choking him.
The aristocrat standing outside of the ring with all grins on his face. He's loving it. CB grabs his necktie, tosses it off the ring. Climbing the ropes now, Randy's out. Oh, and Randy gets out of there.
Yeah, he caught him a glancing blow, but that's all. And Randy won.
Big left hand from Randy Hales. Look at him swing away. Randy, boy, he's getting wound up for bad practice today out at the Redbird Stadium.
Oh, he lines it up. He's going for the Bulldog.
Get this going. Bulldog on TV. And Julie standing over. She won't even count.
That's the Hales finisher move. Oh, look at
boy.
Scott Reigns from behind with a stick beating Randy across the back. And what's Julie doing?
How did Easy Money even see that? I wonder. Did she see that? 1, 2, 3, yeah.
Oh, come on.
1, 2, 3.
Hey.
Oh, I don't think so.
It's not going to work. Oh, here comes Two Fault for sure out. Two
All right,
Fault.
here's Tony. Two Fault
He's
for
telling
sure.
you, hey, here's what happened. Let me tell you, Julie, that's not what. Oh! She slaps the taste right in the mouth of Two Fault. Oh, Two Fault's got a big hold of. He's making her.
Randy, watching what happened to Tony, and Tony's saying, all right, Randy, you won the match. Come on.
And Randy has it. Two Fault. What a team they can make with dancing, Dave.
Hey, as they celebrate, don't forget tonight, Moondog Championship Wrestling in conjunction with Power
Somebody's
Pro.
doing a robot or something like that.
They'll be at Dyers, Arkansas, at the school tonight.
How you get over, folks?
Randy, to the fans. We'll be back. The advantage match still to come.
They'll be breakdancing next week, I guess.
As Liza says, she needs the good spanking, and Tony did the good spanking. And wow, what do you think about this? What do you think? Julie Yates watching this show today, you should be ashamed of yourself because you flat out cheated. That Scott Reigns cheated. I got screwed out of that match. Absolutely no doubt about it. But when ORH made that comeback, man, I did everything I could think of, kicking his, all over that building. And then here came the reinforcement, and it didn't end up good for ORH, the owner, the founder, and the president of Power Pro Wrestling. Remember, this is President's Day, everybody. We're having fun watching this show. And again, evening the odds match. We did 2 of them on Power Pro Wrestling. This is the first one. And be honest with you, we thought that's the best match ever on Power Pro Wrestling. Then when we did the return several weeks later, it was even better. For sure. Even better, no doubt about it. I think you will enjoy very much. And now that Julie Yates saying she lost her contact, she's got to be a little crazy, no doubt about it. Man, this is fun. This is exciting because what can you expect on Power Pro Wrestling? You can expect the unexpected on Power Pro Wrestling. You never know what was going to happen, but you did know. It was going to be excitement from the start to the finish. The start to the finish. And the last probably 8 to 10 shows have been blow away dynamite, and it's fun going back. This is 2024. We're going back to 2000. And this has been so exciting watching here, Dave Brown, the quarterback.
The advantage here. The way it is, we got 10 guys. That's right. And they're not all going to start in here together.
Every minute.
That's exactly right.
Someone's coming. That's that stop sign that Perry James got. Looks like Dion of the regulators. Going to start for the car.
This is kind of like a Royal Rumble type of match. Similar.
Keys to the victory that gave the cartel the advantage. Perry James has it over in the corner.
I'm just so excited about how responsive this crowd, as Julie says, still pumped up. And here comes Derek back out again.
We start 1 against 1. After 1 minute, the cartel will get another wrestler. So then for a minute, it'll be 2 against 1. The cartel will have the advantage. But for the first minute, Derek King can end it right here, make the whole thing a moot point.
Even in the odd showdown, it's the main event on the Power Hour. Stay with us because this one is going to be exciting. Every minute, there's a new wrestler hit into the ring. Until this thing is done, over with, and we're here for the duration of the Power Hour. We're going to be here. All of our commercial obligations are done and gone. We're here until 12 noon. As a 2 count.
Only 2 ways to win the match, either by pinfall or by submission. That's the only 2 ways this match can be won. And in just a few seconds, the cartel will get to send in another wrestler, and it will be 2 against 1 against Derek King. That will be for a minute. Coming up in 5 seconds, we're going to see another cartel member come in. Got it, 2. I thought it could have been over right there.
All the guys, time now for another member of the cartel.
Here comes 7.
Here comes 7 hitting the ring.
It's 7 and Rob. Dion Harlem from the regulators. They double up on Derek King.
And this time that Derek should have had the advantage over Dion when 7 came out to stop. A little timing issue there, little communication issue there. I'm sure we dealt with that after that. I don't know. If they made a mistake in the match ended up great. I probably couldn't think about it. I probably didn't even mention it.
Look at that cartel, too. Yeah, I'm not sure you got many weak spots in here.
Even the odds match, Derek King in trouble. 8 seconds before he will have help. As we are now at 3, 2, 1. And here comes Blade. Evens it up. That on-screen countdown really makes it great. I know watching the Rumble, you've seen it before, but I'm telling you, for local television, that was a unique production value that had never been done on Memphis television before. I guarantee. Never been done on local wrestling before either, I would not think. I'm proud of what we did with Power Pro Wrestling. Saved plenty of time for this match. Nothing like live television. No doubt about it. Every time I look up at my TV across the room to look at Raw, they're in a commercial.
3 seconds, the cartel will have a 3-on-2 advantage. Here comes Big Rob Harlan. So both the regulators are in there with 7 against Blade and Derek King. I think everyone had hoped that it was going to be Team Power Pro Wrestling that had the advantage for at least a few minutes in this match. But that was not to be, as the cartel again ganged up on every match that they were in the preliminaries and ended up unfairly winning the advantage in this advantage match.
7's got Derek King. Oh, stopped it!
And 7 has got to be figuring, why did I come in here today? Right about now, after Derek King nailed in. In the air, Derek King.
Rob Harlem has him, bounds him down, and according to our monitor there, it's about time for him.
2 seconds. Here comes Ali.
He stopped 7. Goes to work on him.
The people are going banana.
I'm not sure with Ali in there, but what it's more than even just for a minute anyway.
Oh, yeah. On the floor, 7 East staggering. Into the rope. Dion Harlow, big backdrop from Derek King and Blake Boudreaux.
This might be a good time to do it, guys, if you can put it together and get a pin right
What
here.
is 7 doing? He's going out, he grabs Dion Harlem and pulls him out on the floor.
Major matches today on television, they always go to a break in the middle of it. Not on this show, at least not yet. Not yet. 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go again.
For Team Power Pro, 2 against 1. It's Ali. Oh, they throw it over the top rope.
Breaking up the huddle over there. Ali does it the best way.
Yep. But that
was fantastic.
top rope in some matches is elimination, but not in this match.
That's true. Oh, look out. What are they doing? He's got Derek King. He throws Derek on top of all.
He splashes all of them down onto the floor. Derek on his feet. Ali saying, come on, folks. Get
You're exactly
us.
right.
We need your help.
Easy money. Great.
And knocks the ball down to the floor again.
We got them all on the country floor. And I'm telling you, the only way that you're eliminated is a pin or submission over the top rope does not count.
Absolutely. As Adam says, this match could air today at any company.
Boy, Blade busts Dion Harlow over.
Here comes Alex Steele. Lance Jade in there by himself, and Steele nails it in the back. Man, look at the action we got for you.
Keep up with it.
On the Power Hour. Power Pro Wrestling.
Big back dropping down. Look at Alex Steele go. He's giving Lance Jade what he deserved about 6 months ago. Look at him. Right into our desk here.
Man.
They're all over here by our set. They're in the ring, out on the floor. All over the studios is 10-man tag team action. It's evening the Hard Showdown. Main event. Here on the Power Hour today. They're all over the place. Ali's got the cable. Our camera cord.
Ali, 10 seconds, and there's another wrestler coming in for the cartel.
There you go, baby. Sam's running our set here.
Take him out, Ali!
Oh, here comes Havoc. Havoc of the cartel hits the ring. So we got 9 in the ring, so there's still 1 to go to even the odds here.
Still 1 to go for Team Power Pro. They're all over here by the desk. Watch yourself, Corey.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
This is chaos. Expect the unexpected. This is great wrestling. No doubt about it.
In the ring, Lance Jade continues to work on Alan Steele, Derek King, and Rob Arnold. Oh, DDT's it over here.
Right on our platform. Now you're 5 seconds away. 5 seconds. And the last member
4,
hits the ring
3,
for Team
2,
Power Pro
1.
And here he is. The Moondog.
It's the Moondog. Look out. Here he is with a garbage can. Who's he nailing over there? Lance Jade, I
He's
think.
got somebody. I'm just glad it's not me. He just swings at the first thing he sees. Talking about the Moondog. He's got Lance Jade.
We just saw young Adam Dunn on the screen in the audience. What a match. Plaza says great action, man. He said that before we had this. It's really great action now. And great camera work.
Ali's got the step. Well, we thought it was going to be wild, but I had no idea it'd get like this.
Action all over the ring. All over the floor. All over the studio. Anything
This damn near is a riot. And it froze up on it. There we go.
Oh, Blade Boudreaux nailed hard a chair by Rob Harlan.
The Moondog over with some of the fans here in the studio. And they're telling him, go across the way. And look out, 7. He smashes him with that trash can. The Moondog. A little equalizer. Look at him pound away.
He's going after Havoc down here on the floor. The Moondog's after him.
There's Ali and Lance James.
Good point, Lava.
I don't know whether it's safe to sit or not. Action all over the studios of TV5.
Look at these good man bro. The production crew of Channel 5 doing a great job keeping up with this stuff.
He got the garbage can that time.
Even in the odd showdown. Big super kick from Derek King.
Great move by Derek.
Puts one on Havoc now.
He puts Havoc down.
If he gets a pin, it's all over. Alan Steele climbs the rope. He comes off the top. Big splash. That's a 1, 2. He got it. He got it. 1, 2, 3. What a win for Team
God is coming real mad.
Team Power Pro
Eric.
with a victory over the Cartel.
Now involved in the finish. We had Howard. We had the Moondog. We went with who we went with.
Cartel, and they're all attacking him.
Oh, they all jump on Havoc. Talk about dissension in the camp of the Cartel. Havoc.
Well, that's pretty disgusting to attack him when they were all out fighting on the floor and they left him alone in the ring.
They sure did. They left him to get pinned right there.
Yeah. Here comes Brandon. Here comes Baxter. Oh, he's telling him. Choke slam.
Choke slam. And Baxter's slapping him now.
Well, Baxter's the one that's caused a lot of the problems for the Cartel.
He sure has.
But he's blamed a lot of them on Havoc, and that's what they're doing right here. He's become the fall guy for the Cartel.
He sure has. Look at that.
And, you know, another problem, he doesn't have any friends in the back.
He sure does. Everyone in that locker room is cleared out. There's nobody in the back dressing room. It's on this Havoc side, Dave. You're right. That's a great point.
He is set up, and he is in trouble right here as the Cartel is now turned on him. Look at Perry James even jumping on him.
He's putting his Johnson and Murphy's all over him there, kicking away. Havoc is no longer in the Cartel. What is going to happen to Brandon Baxter and all of these guys with this decision in the camp, buddy?
Find out next week, live at 11 o'clock, right here on TV5 for another Power Hour. Don't forget the Cardinals-Redbirds game live on TV5 at 3 o'clock this afternoon. See you next week. See you next week.
Love it, love it, love it. How about that on President's Day? I love it. I love it. I love it. A great, great show. I'm going to switch the script on Adam real quick. Adam, I want you to switch over real quick because I want to tell everybody something I did Saturday that I had never done in my life. I want you to switch to the Power Pro deal. I want you to go to graphic number 2600. I am a proud graduate of the Jonesboro, Arkansas High School, JHS. They built a beautiful new arena called the JHS Activity Gym. And I went this past Saturday afternoon, spent about 30 minutes watching high school wrestling regional tournament. And I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was good once again to be a hurricane because I've said this so many times in my life, but us old hurricanes do this. Open the roof, let it rain. Give them hell, hurricane go. JHS. Had fun watching me some wrestling. Now, the principal who I went to school with. He was a year younger than me. I was watching, my back turned to the entrance. He came up to me. I was upstairs. He came up to me and said, Randy, this ain't your type of wrestling. Then he said, do we need the police officer to pat you down, make sure you don't have a chain to throw to one of the wrestlers, whoever you're for? I said, no. I said, but I could make this show a lot more damn exciting than it is right now. That was a lot of fun. I want to bring in profile picture-wise Adam Dunn, and I asked you a question earlier, Adam, and you just lead into, after you answer my question, I want you to preview show number 104 that aired on April the 8th, 2000. Adam, my question to you is, looking at the Power Pro shows from number 1 to all the way to this show, 103, have you ever seen a show where the actual wrestling, the actual in-ring wrestling was as good as we've seen on this television? I'm not even asking you to talk about the storyline and the bullshit, but I mean the matches. How about it?
Well, I think it's highly regarded that the Evening the Odds match that we just saw was the best wrestling match in Power Pro Wrestling history, and maybe even the best wrestling match on air from the TV5 studios. And as we've mentioned before, CWA, USWA, 90-minute infomercial to get you to the different arenas around the territory. Memphis Power Pro Wrestling, one market. We had stuff happen on television like this. You wouldn't have seen something like this in the 70s and 80s and early 90s. It just wouldn't have happened on television. But to have this caliber of match happen, and as we pointed out earlier, and no disrespect to anybody, but no Lawler, no Dundee, no Bryan, no WWE guys. This is all local talent doing this type of match on live TV on a Saturday morning. It just, I made the comment to you during it that this TV show, I would air this TV show today and put it up against anything that's being put out today on the local or regional level. I think it holds up. And as always, expect the unexpected. There was times just watching that. I mean, there was action everywhere. The crowd was never not, most of the time you look, they were standing, holding signs and everything. I remember being there that day. It was unreal. Studio wrestling has such a unique feel anyway, but studio wrestling with this caliber of matches, totally unreal. And I don't think you see anything else like that on television today. Of course, the national shows are on a different level, but live local wrestling like that, I don't think you ever before or ever again.
Hey, dirt sheet, drive the scandal sheets, the dirt sheets, rate matches. Dave Meltzer's 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, and the worst rating that he ever had. He don't get this business. He don't get it. I guarantee you my match with CB Wyatt, he would, and probably did, would have rated my match a dud. Now, if he called you up and say, Adam, why did you cuss me for calling that match a dud? How would you explain to him how, sure, it wasn't two wrestlers wrestling, but it probably had one of the best reactions of the whole show? How would you defend that?
Well, just like you said, it's one of those situations to where A, you have to understand Memphis wrestling, and B, you have to understand what you're doing with the show, with the storyline, the whole overarching feel of it. And as always, listen to the crowd. Was the crowd quiet? Were they on their hands? Was no one saying no? I mean, people were chanting Randy, stuff was going on, and it was set up in such a way with Julie being the referee and Tony interfering and coming in to help you. It wasn't like you set it up that this was like, some main event, Kurt Angle level athlete match. It had a story to it. It made sense, and it was over with the crowd.
Preview the show for next week, Adam, 104.
All right, so we will take a look at what's coming up on next week's show. As Randy said, it will be episode 104 of the Power Hour. And what we will be taking a look at is the April 8th edition of 2000. We'll have an interview with Havoc. We saw everything that happened with him this week. I'm sure he'll have some things to say starting us out next week. The Cartel, Ali and Derek King and Alan Steele will all be out. We'll get an interview from Ali. Seven and Brandon Baxter as well. Loser gets canned match. Seven versus Blade. Wolfie and Randy Hales have a segment. We'll see CB Wyatt, Easy Money, and Scott Reigns as well. Tupac for sure will be in action against the aristocrat Scott Reigns. And we'll have a Power Pro tag match. Derek King and the Moondog will be going against the Regulators. And a Power Pro title match. Ali in action against Wolfie D. All that and more coming up next week on the Power Hour.
Thank you, Adam Dunn. Thank you for the great job you do producing this show. Hey, we're going to plug the show tomorrow night. It's Talking Memphis Wrestling. It will be Pat Trammell coming in at 8. At 7 o'clock, we have Michael St. John and Chris Ellis, and it will be a dynamite show. We will show by request of Al Tuttle. He wants to hear the story behind the brawl, and he wants to have the audience of Team Hales see it. We will show the amazing wild brawl throughout the Evansville, Indiana building and dressing room. We will show that tomorrow on Talking Memphis Wrestling. Also, to continue our series with the wrestling fans, we will go back and show NBC's Primetime Sunday with Tom Brokaw. Memphis Part 1 shows some of the great fans. We also go to a 1983 Jerry Lawler show on TV5 on Sunday morning, where Jerry Lawler interviewed one of the most famous Memphis wrestling fans ever, Miss Lily Butler. Then we will certainly debut a new segment. This segment will be the Photos of the Day segment. I will have the panel and audience guess who is in each picture, and I think I probably have about 16 pictures we'll show on this program tomorrow. Bobby Bunch, man, you're coming in as we are going off. Want to say again, I just see Todd Huckabee showing up. I'm glad you like the show today. So many people contributed to the show tonight. It is my purpose to be the best Memphis wrestling theme podcast, videocast, whatever you want to call it, that there is. And I think because of Team Hales and because of the great behind-the-scenes people we have working on this show, and the fact this show is research big time. We'll do a little segment, maybe if I have time tomorrow, and just tell you how it's different as far as planning and putting together this show compared to back in the day when I put together a USWA or a Power Pro show. So, folks, you can help us promote this show. You can share it, please, because we certainly want to grow this show. And big scoop coming up, hopefully in April, we are going to change some stuff on this program from a technical standpoint, as we are going to introduce and make it hopefully production-wise just even better. Getting a new desktop with more processing speed, more memory, more all kinds of stuff, better camera. Really looking forward to that for sure. Man, this has been a fun one again. Thanks to Adam Dunn, and we'll see you tomorrow night on Talking Memphis Wrestling. And as the great Lance Russell says, bye-bye, everybody, and good.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.